Hello and welcome to UMD News for this hour. I am Shimelis M, Gebremichael. In the headlines, EU Council sees not enough progress in Ethiopia to normalize relations. China says it is willing to help end conflict in the Horn of Africa. And now we'll move into the news in details. We invite you all to stay with the program. This is UMD News with me, Shimelis M, Gebremichael. And now, the news in detail. First up, EU Council sees not enough progress in Ethiopia to normalize relations. After recent meeting by the Council of the European Union, the EU has decided that although there is some progress in Ethiopia, it is not enough for the full normalization between the EU and Ethiopia. Speaking after the meeting, Joseph Borrell, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Vice President, the situation in Ethiopia was the big discussion. The Council believes there is some progress but not enough for the full normalization of our relationship. According to Mr. Borrell, although there has been progress, the EU should be cautious and any move should be conditional and transactional depending on the improvement of humanitarian access. In particular, the High Representative said progress must be made from restoring basic services in Tigray to lifting restrictions on the fuel and fertilizers. He said this is the most pressing issue to save millions of people from death. Meanwhile, different media outlets are reporting that EU delegates are visiting war and drought-affected populations in different regions of Ethiopia. Chief among others was their visit to Tigray regional state. According to available information, President Gebremichael received and held discussions with Mr. Janis Lenarsic, European Commissioner for Crisis Management and Humanitarian Aid. The delegation visited one of the biggest health institutions in the region's capital, Mekelle, Haider Hospital. The delegation conferred with professionals and officials of the region on ways and means to address the multifaceted problems being faced by the population in the region. And finally, China says it is willing to help end conflict in the Horn of Africa. China's special envoy to the Horn of Africa, Zhu Bing, has said Beijing is ready to help the region's countries find peace and get rid of what he called external interference. Zhu made the comments at China and the Horn of Africa's first Peace, Governance and Development Conference in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, with 6 Horn of African countries represented at the meeting. Zhu noted that the regional turbulence and divisions are on the rise and that the Cold War mentality in power politics has resurfaced while peace and development were being met with resistance. Even though China has been a long-time trade partner in Africa, this is the first time it appears to have intervened in the politics of African countries, a change in policy for China. Zhu said early this year China's outlook on peace and development for the Horn of Africa focused on the region's reality and its experience was aimed at helping countries in the region to get rid of external interference. He said China will continue to support countries in the region to uphold the vision of a common, comprehensive, cooperative and sustainable security, to protect regional peace and security and silence the guns in the Horn of Africa. China stressed that it has all along been convinced that countries in the Horn have the critical resolution to seek strength through solidarity and political wisdom to resolve differences through dialogue and consultation. Well, dear viewers and listeners, with that we come to the end of the news for today. This is UMD Media and this has been Shimelis M, Gebremichael. Please do not forget to like and share our programs and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and have a good one.